100% Chelsea, Bournemouth 4, Chelsea 0. Obviously, you've been going well, and this ain't exactly the best way to come back. And like I was saying to Lewis, look, I honestly don't know how to feel. I'm angry, but I just don't feel like going, if you know what I mean. Like it's just nuts.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, obviously it's not the best situation to come back to, obviously in terms of fan cam wise, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't say I'm angry. It's just more like I'm really embarrassed by that. I mean, I was just thinking about it. I was thinking, right, okay, so we lost them last season 3-0 at home, and I was thinking, right, they've done exactly the same thing. So, and it begged the question to me, surely, a Premier League manager, team like Chelsea, you do research, you do constant research, you learn from the mistakes from the season before. Don't matter if it was another manager, you know what I mean, it's still the same. The hits on the counter-attack, that's pretty much how they scored their goals. I mean, come on, surely we should be looking at sorting that kind of thing out. I mean, at the end of the day, we all want Sarri to do well, but he's not doing himself any favours with his attitude. I mean, he lost the league with Napoli because of his stubbornness, is what the majority of people say, and I tend to agree with that. And, maybe we could potentially say that we could lose top 4, if he keeps up his stubborn ways. And now, I understand that there's been squad depletions and that sort of thing with injuries, but there's only a certain amount of excuses you can use, because simple as, mate, it's not excusable, is it? I mean, let's be honest. 4-0 to a team like Bournemouth. Now, no disrespect to Bournemouth, they're a decent side, but I mean, come on, a team like Chelsea, we should just, simple as, shouldn't be playing like that. And there's problems with recruitment. There's problems from the board. There's problems that stem back a long way. And as fans, we can have our say, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what the board decide to do. If Roman Abramovich was more available and more ready to work directly with the club, as in, he's able to stay in England for as long as he wants to, and maybe it could have improved things, I don't know, that's a whole different kettle of fish. But I've got to say, I feel so embarrassed. I was thinking today, like, we're losing our identity, and I know...
But what would you say Chelsea's identity was?
But I think Chelsea's identity nowadays is a powerful club who are always challenging for things. Now, let's not get it twisted in here. We are still in for every competition we're in at the moment. We're still in the shout. Obviously, Premier League, we're not going to win it, but we're still...
Mathematically.
Mathematically. It's just a crazy thing, but in all the cup competitions, we're still there. We've still got an opportunity. But, it comes down to squad depth. And, you can say, well, it's one thing having squad depth, it's one thing having the quality and the squad depth to trust in that squad depth, if you see what I'm saying. Yeah. I've said squad depth a lot, but simple as, you need to be able to trust in the players that don't start and who can come on to do something. And I don't feel like, the subs that we make, it's always a straight swap. There's no subs we can bring on where I can safely say, if we change formation and we put the substitute on a different position, he's going to make an impact.
I agree.
And that's a problem. I'm sorry, but you need to. It's all right having a way of playing football, and it's all right saying this is my formation and this is how I'm going to do it. But if you don't have anything to back that up with a plan B or plan C or whatever, then you're just going to keep digging yourself a bigger hole, and you got it. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Look, I've said before, coming into this season, I was quite excited for it because we've got Europa League. It's not something Chelsea are used to. It's not where we should be, and it's a season of transition supposedly. But even though those things are probably still in the argument, you've got to say, I mean, come on, we're just not trying hard enough.
No, I agree, and like you've already said, you've wrapped it up perfectly. Comes from the top down. It's a stem, and it's kind of a case of the opaqueness of the board and the lack of their communication with the fans and us being able to understand what the hell's going on without fucking some bloke, some bloke who works in the canteen, who works at Cobham, telling everyone something, which, let's all be honest, might not be true. It's just not any good. It's a massive issue. But one other thing I want to touch on with you is Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, obviously today, for pre-game, I was saying, look, it doesn't really matter. You can just focus on the game. You can speculate afterwards. Game's over. We can speculate. Yeah. You're talking about players not being able to have a massive impact on a team. What's going on there?
I mean, at the end of the day, we all want Callum Hudson-Odoi to stay. I mean, it's simple. He's a great player. If he's good enough for Bayern, then he's got to be good enough for Chelsea, surely. And I'm thinking to leave him out. I know you was talking with Lewis and that in the fan camp previous about the old punishment or injury thing. I mean, to be honest with you, you can, as I said, it's like most things. You can throw that into the equation, but simple as he's not getting played, right? And if he wants to go, and he's got the opportunity for game time, I don't blame him. Now, if he goes to Bayern, he's got Alphonso Davies, Serge Gnabry, potentially Müller, and there was one other geezer I can't remember. Koeman, that's it as well. Right, so maybe he might not get the chances there. He's still a young kid, but I just think that why not? Why not with Chelsea? I mean, look, we ain't going to be surprised if he goes, because it's happened for years and years and years. But I think this. It's one of those things we've got. I think I can safely say that Chelsea fans ain't had a feeling about somebody like this for a long time. And you look at his performances in pre-season, and you think, well, yes, pre-season, but he still showed something. And he's played in the cup games, and he showed something. I want to see more of him, but it's the risk that they take, that Chelsea are seemingly taking with young players, and I think you've just got to say now, the risk is it's a risk, and you've just got to take it, haven't you? Realistically, but yeah, I mean, my opinion on Hudson-Odoi is pretty much the same as most other Chelsea fans. You want to see as much of him as possible, but realistically, it probably won't happen.